It's the worst day of my life.
It all started with me discovering I have some rashes on my left breast, and I thought it would go away with rash cream, so I applied the rash cream, but within 1 to 2 weeks it didn't go away. So what happened is that my breast started to harden, the left breast started to harden, and I thought the hardening was like similar to when I last breastfed my 2 kids. It was like, your 2 breasts will get milk clog, but this time it was like just left one side. So these 2 uncertainties makes me very uneasy. So I quickly made an appointment and I went to check. The doctor actually did an ultra scan and just like visual looking at my left breast. Immediately, the word that comes out from the mouth, it was suspicious. So I was like, okay. And so when she did the scan, she says, very suspicious. I think we have to do a biopsy for you right away. So we can't confirm anything until we do the biopsy. I prepared myself mentally because I'm the kind of person that I'll tell myself that, okay, in anything that happened, just think of the best case, worst case scenario. So to me, I think of the worst case scenario as in fine, late stage, 4th stage. But when the door was open and I was seated in front of her, when she confirmed that it was 3rd to 4th stage, I can't accept it. My tears just rolled down my cheek, and I was like, there were points when I asked God, why me? Instant things that goes to my mind was my 2 kids. They were young, they were just last year as a 5 years old and 3 years old. And the thought that comes to my mind is that, am I going to die soon? How many more months do I have? My husband, he was there with me during the diagnosis, and my sister as well. And she really left everything behind. She's in Nepal. She left everything behind. She came over to be with me emotionally and physically. So I realized that these are all the precious things. These are the precious people that's with me, and I'm very, very glad that they are with me throughout the journey. When the uncertainties comes in, right, I was like, what should I do? I asked the doctor, what do I need to do? Tell me. Because I'm clueless, I do not know what to expect. I think I was the ugliest moment during chemo. So when that happens to me, and I was balding, the period, and I was balding, and I was really I felt it's so ugly looking, and I have botox head. I feel my husband did not see me differently. In fact, he was like very worried about me, and he was just there for me.
I came to the realization that whatever I feel, how bad, how down, how terrible, she must have felt at least 10 times worse than that. I try to be there for her as much as I can. I accompany her for all the doctor visits, the first few chemotherapy sessions. I try to be there as far as I can for her, picking up the kids, making sure that the timing picking up my kids is there. My kids basically, at the time they were very young, 2 years old and 4 years old. They have their meals, they get to school on time, so that Carmen don't need to worry about that.
So I find that, wow, I already knew, our relationship was already quite good in the sense that we are strong in faith and etc. But it just allows me to see another side of him, that wow, this is a man that will be with me in one day. I don't look the same as, when you got married to me, when I was pretty and etc. Even though I put on weight, perhaps it will be different. But even though I'm totally, no eyelash and I was no hair. The session at first, I was quite worried it's gonna be painful, etc. And I asked questions, especially the doctor that I met, Dr. Daniel. He's really kind. He really answered all my questions and all my doubts and clarified all my uncertainties. So, and he assured me that how it's going to be done. So I think I was mentally prepared. So when it comes to the radiotherapy session itself, I actually feel very comfortable. There's no pain. There's no discomfort. Perhaps the only discomfort was because the radiotherapy session is going to be done on the left breast, where my heart is. So they have to do the adjustment to not touch the heart where going to be the area. So they did some adjustment when I have to breathe through a tubes. And that's the only time I have to hold my breath for like 10, 20, 30 seconds. I was like, can I do it? And I think I did it with practice for the consecutively 21 days. But other than that, the whole procedure and the whole process, I felt like I'm going back to a second home because of the people there and the doctors and the nurses and the staff at the radiotherapy center. I'm really very blessed to have them to actually make me feel so comfortable and safe throughout the journey. At my last day of the radiotherapy, I remember that, okay, this is it, this is the last day, and they asked me to ring the bell for graduation. It was so funny, and then I was thinking that, okay, and I want to say bye to everyone, see you again. I was like, oops, no. They said, no, we don't want to see you again. I said, of course, what I meant is that, okay, hope to see you outside, see you again outside. So it was that lovely journey with me with ARO, and I really want to thank each and every one of you. So I feel that how it changed the perspective of my life is that since cancer is random and it's a random thing that can happen to my life and it's not within my focus, within my ability to control, so it's something that I shouldn't be focusing on. So now I focus on what I can do. I focus on myself and focus what I can do to share my stories, to inspire others, to create awareness that of my journey that I went through with people, so perhaps they can just kind of like have this reflection that, oh yeah, then perhaps they should go for regular checks, or they should perhaps don't take things in life for granted, things that we normally do. For me, I'm very, very blessed. I feel that I'm reborn physically, emotionally. There's nothing he could ask for. He would just wish me to get better, and then so that we can do things that we want and travel the world. That's why we have plans for trips to go in the next few months to just be happy. Yeah, so exciting. So I'm very, very thankful for each and everyone who has played a role and part in my journey. I'm really, really very grateful. Yeah.
She's the best thing that happened to my life. I will always love you forever. And I've agreed with her parents that I will always take care of her for the rest of my life. So this is something that I wish to tell her. And I obviously now with our wonderful kids, we want to have life together for as long as possible.